Hello stock gurus and welcome to another episode. My name is James. Welcome to today's videos. I'm making a video today on, we're going to look at Tesla. I did yesterday and it applies for Tuesday's trading day because Monday's trading day is presidential holiday. Today we're going to be looking at Apple's technicals. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is James. I'm talking to 30,000 plus people right now, an entire stadium full of people. Hello, good morning to you in America. It is your presidential holiday today, which is beautiful. Means, unfortunately for us investors, it's not beautiful. We don't like that fact because the stock market is not open, but we can still do technical analysis for Tuesday's trading day, which is beautiful. And we're going to keep, it's exactly the same. So when you look at technicals for Apple and you're predicting its future movements, the movements still play out on Tuesday's trading day instead of Monday's trading day. So it still applies, but you do have to be more careful of the news because during the longer weekends, then more news can come out that can affect the stock. But usually technical analysis is predicting the news. If you're one of we hit 33,000 subscribers last night. Now we're actually at 33,500 subscribers. Welcome and beautiful. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that bell button, that little jingly bell on YouTube, the thumbs up button and the subscribe button so you're notified of these daily videos. What I do here, I'll introduce myself. I'm a multimillionaire. I was early investor in some of the big tech companies, Tesla, Unity, Uber, Match Group, the company that owns Tinder, PayPal, and some other big companies. I teach my investing experience from 17 years investing in the stock market and buying companies. And I teach for the last 10 years, thousands or tens of thousands of students around the world, my particular strategy. I created a course, which you can see below, www.stockguru.us. It's the Stock Guru Master Course. It's going to teach you the best brokers for you and your country to actually buy stocks. Everything you're going to see in these videos, you're going to learn the exact buttons. I'm going to show you in videos in that course. It's a video course, 8 lessons, the exact buttons and settings to press to buy your stocks in the stock market. You're going to learn technical analysis, what we're about to learn here, and what I'm going to show you here. You're going to learn fundamental analysis, how to read companies' financials. You're going to also learn a mindset of abundance from me. I teach that also to many students around the world, how to have millions of dollars, how to live in opulence, how to buy whatever you want and live in nice villas and do anything you want and afford everything you want in life and just have a mindset of abundance so you can do all that kind of stuff. I've taught many students this around the world in person and on these videos and to entire stadiums, which is awesome. Hello, big stadium of people. I hope you're having a beautiful day. These are the companies we're looking at. BNGO, I made a video on yesterday. I do believe it is a bit of a speculation play. You need to check out that video, but it has a lot of potential because the volume, GSAT, we have a group, the Stock Guru Master Group. It's a chat group 24/7 live during market hours. We're trading, investing, sharing potential buyers. You can see that group at chat.stockguru.us. Go to the website chat.stockguru.us, but make sure you take the Stock Guru Master Course before you join the chat. That's important. GSAT was pointed out. It was $1.50. One of the students in the chat, it's now $2.50. It actually has good financials, so that was a good buy. Twitter, big congratulations. I really like Twitter for the long term, up 5% on Friday's trading day. Twitter is up huge since we started buying at $28. Twitter is a company that I really like for the very long term. It's one of the big social networks, but I believe it's very undervalued just because they had a poor monetization structure. But now they're getting better. Now they're trying to think of ways how to make subscriptions, how to better their monetization. So I believe this will be one of the big tech companies in the future. It's already doubled and gone around 130% since we originally started buying it on this channel. So beautiful, big gains for everyone there. But this is a big company that we can keep buying for the long term that's doing well. PayPal also, I'd really like PayPal, mainly because they started this cryptocurrency mainstream adoption and it still hasn't begun. So now people can buy cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum on PayPal's network, which is amazing, amazing news. Very bullish for Bitcoin. We picked up Bitcoin at $9,000. I still really like PayPal, even though I've been buying it since $30. I was early investor in PayPal. A lot of the students were watching this channel because they hit the subscribe button, the bell and thumbs up button. They've been buying it since $180. So they've already made probably combined hundreds of millions of dollars on this stock. And in the long run, I still really like PayPal, but I haven't done the technicals in a while. I'll update that video soon. Etsy, I really like because of their financials. Wells Fargo is a great hedge. Wells Fargo is an amazing hedge because I've noticed a lot of the students, a lot of the viewers are usually very heavy when I read their portfolios during the live chats. We have lives Tuesdays, Saturday nights, 8 p.m. New York time. A lot of their portfolios are very tech heavy. And I teach to have 10 companies, 5 in diversified industries. So tech can be one of them: biotech, construction, medical, banking, and 5 in the industry you love and want to invest in and you really follow. And mine is tech and biotech. But what I noticed is a lot of students will have 8 tech companies. So they're very risking their portfolios in a way because you don't want that. You want to be diversified. Our goal is to make money even during bear markets. We're not following this strategy like a lot of other people. I've been doing this 17 years. Presidents have many times gone. Global financial crisis has gone. COVID has kind of gone. 2018-19 crash has gone. These are just .com bubble has gone, even though it was before me. But in the grand scheme of things, you're investing in long-term companies that are amazing. You need to have diversification. So your amazing companies, still diversified industries. So your tech companies can be massive high growth companies, but so can your amazing other diversified industries be high growth companies. And if there's ever a pullback like there was in tourism because of COVID, your other companies and your other portfolios are still growing. So usually profiting. And what we do is we buy companies. These are the other companies. CRISPR I really like. I'm going to make an updated video on that. Pfizer I really like because of the COVID, how much revenues are increasing. Tesla I absolutely like. I was an early investor in Tesla at $80, now more than $4,000 after the split. If you're following me on Twitter, make sure you do Stock Guru on Twitter. You've been following me since 2015 when we were buying Tesla at $80. Big congratulations to you because you're up 40 times your investment. My goal, every $1,000 we invest into the market, my goal is 20 or 40 times my investment. So every time I put $1,000 in, my goal is to get $40,000 back. If I put $1 million in, my goal is to get $40 million back. And that's the companies that we're looking at. We want to buy very secure, high growth companies. What we're looking for is companies with huge revenues, year-on-year revenue growth, large profit margins, massive amounts of cash. These are the companies we're buying. These are the list of companies. These are the list of companies that have made my students now more than $1 billion in the stock market. Big congratulations. I just want to point out Bitcoin. Everyone that bought Bitcoin at $9,000, following my videos on this channel saying buy Bitcoin at $9,000, now $47,000. Big congratulations to you, up 500%. But you need to watch my Bitcoin video that I made 2 days ago on the weekend. Make sure you watch that Bitcoin video. I believe the parabolic rise of Bitcoin has not yet started, and you need to pay attention to what is happening now with Bitcoin, Visa, MasterCard, Elon Musk, Dogecoin. Start paying attention to these videos. Make sure you're watching these every day. Big things are happening, and you need to pay attention to what is currently happening with Bitcoin. I highly recommend you pay attention. Check out my video from the other day. It's very, very important. Especially type in Stock Guru Elon Musk, or just Elon Musk. Maybe the video comes up, but Stock Guru Elon Musk. Check that out about Dogecoin as well. It's there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory that's kind of playing out with Dogecoin, and you need to watch that video about what Elon Musk is planning. It's very important also. So today we're going to be looking at a different company. We're going to be looking at the biggest company, Apple, and I still love Apple. Apple is an amazing company. It is moving with the overall US stock market now because it is huge. However, straight away, I can see it's going up on Tuesday's trading day, which is beautiful. I'm going to tell you where first. How do I know it's Tuesday's trading day? How do I know it's going up? Hourly charts. Each candle is 1 hour. And if you're looking at these charts and you're panicking, stop panicking. Relax into your body and everything from effortless relaxation. I've taught tens of thousands of students how to do this. I'm talking to an entire stadium right now, so you're all going to learn this. You have already many students times before. I've got Rosie buying her 6-year-old daughter the Stock Guru Mastercourse, and her Alexa is doing this and investing in companies. I have grandmas Laurel at 75 years old investing and taking my course, and John at 80 years old investing and taking my course. So everyone can do this. This is being done from my mobile phone. Tracking the stocks. You're going to learn all this in this course, www.stockguru.us. Why am I selling a course if I'm already a multimillionaire and I make so much gains in the market? Because I'm here to teach you. I'm already retired. I've been a teacher for 10 years. My goal is to reform education when it comes to financial investment. I'm sick of people being lack mindset when it comes to money, not abundant. I'm sick of them gambling and losing money and thinking they're investing like people playing lotto, which blows my mind. But you can invest in much better ways and just ways that guarantee your growth. Even though nothing in life is guaranteed, you can get amazing returns in the stock market if you're buying amazing companies for the long term at good technical entries. So your goal, for example, if you were to invest in Apple, is not to just put all your money here in Apple. Even though this is on a short time scheme, let's go back to the 1 year. So now we're looking at 1 year history of Apple. For example, if you were to put all your money here in Apple, and then it drops down here, you lose 30% of your money. So if it was $1 million, you just lost 300,000. You don't lose until you sell, but in the dollar values, you drop down $300,000 from your million. And what happens is a lot of people panic. Nearly everyone that would invest in the market makes these mistakes. That's why you need to take my course, because you're going to save yourself 17 years of this hardship and pain. You can just see reviews from my students there about what I've been doing for them in this course. So most people would panic and sell from 1 million. Now they have $700,000 they would sell. And that's the big mistake. And then they get burnt in the stock market. They have this bad mindset when it comes to stock market. And it's not their fault. It's the education. Most of the teachers online, most of the teachers at school, they've been designed in a way to keep people down. And I want to change this. What I'm teaching you is you would be buying Apple, but you're splitting up your capital, dollar cost averaging, DCA. My students are making merchandise for this, and it's just very popular. But DCA is very powerful. I have students that have tattooed this on them. Dollar cost average. What it does mean, it means you split up your capital. Every month you buy Apple, but what you're doing is you're investing. So say you had $1 million to invest in the stock market, depending on your financial broker's recommendations and your due diligence. But say you had $1 million to invest into the stock market, and you were to put $100,000 into Apple, 10%, 10 companies, 10% into any individual one company. Cryptocurrency, all cryptocurrency is considered one company. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. So 10% into Apple, your $100,000 that you're going to invest from that 1 million. If you were to put it all here, then you'd drop down and you would have only $100,000 here. And if it dropped, you would then have $70,000 here. What I teach you to do is dollar cost average. So you split up your 100,000 into $10,000 amounts, and you buy Apple for 10 months. So you buy Apple here, you would buy Apple here, and what you're trying to do, and what I teach, is you're going to use technical analysis. These charts that every time you're buying Apple, it's before it moves up. So every time you put in your $10,000 amounts, you're buying it at good technical entries, and that's what my students do, and that's why they've made more than $1 billion in the stock market, and that's why I'm filling an entire stadium of people right now and talking to you guys. It's because every time we buy, we're trying to buy at really good technical entry points by what you're going to learn here and what I'm going to teach you in the course, so that every time you buy, you're getting gains in your investment every month. But what you're doing is you're dollar cost averaging, and you're still buying amazing companies that you want to own for 5-10 years, but you're trading and entering at very specific entry points. And that's what I teach. So Apple is a company that we are looking at right now. RSI stochastic squeeze mob are the indicators. There's thousands of indicators. I'm using tradingview.com. You go to tradingview.com. You do have to have the pro version. I'm not, to set up your charts the same as this. Tradingview.com, though, has the best charts that I use, and I really like them. I'm not really affiliated with them. I could put a link in the affiliates, but I don't want to right now, maybe later. Apple is a company we're looking at. RSI squeeze mobs, stochastic. You can go to tradingview.com to get these charts. The way these work, RSI, now there's thousands of indicators here, and you can play around with them, and I recommend you do. Try to check out what these do. It's very interesting, the world of technical analysis. I've been doing it for 17 years. It's an actuary. You can learn 5 years in economics degrees and actuary degrees, so it's a very powerful kind of understanding. It's a little bit of self-fulfilling prophecy, which I'm going to explain, but the way these work, I use very specific ones. Above the dotted lines, this company is overvalued. Below the dotted lines, this company is currently undervalued. So right now, Apple is green, heading lower on the stochastic. When it's green, it's green. When it's red, it's turning red. This is self-explanatory, the squeeze mob. So when it's green, right now it's green, but it is turning to come down into the red, but it is still green. Stochastic is also coming down and turning, but even though it's coming down from the overbought towards the oversold. So what that means is you don't want to be buying too much when it's up here because it's overvalued. You want to be buying more when it's down here, when it's oversold. So right now it's oversold, but it's actually see that? It's trying to turn to head up. And it's actually playing out in a beautiful pattern. So if you can see these patterns that I've done, so this is technical analysis. You can see two main things that you see here. You're seeing an ascending a symmetrical triangle. When usually it gets tight, it gets tight, it gets tight, and explodes up to the base of the triangle. So that's the long-term target for Apple, that 159. We actually had that target back here at $105. So big congratulations. Everyone's 60% almost, or 35% since then. But once it does hit, it will be close to 60% gains, which is beautiful. But even 35% in a few months, also very beautiful for Apple, such a big company. But that's the reason I really like stocks also, and why I'm recommending dollar cost average. And you have to always do your own due diligence, but why I'm investing heavily into stocks is, one, it's the biggest market in the world for companies. So you're actually shopping here for companies. That's the main reason I invest in stocks. It's the best because you're buying companies. The stock market was created for you to become an investor, for you to come and buy companies. If you own one share in the stock market, you are an investor. You're in the league of billionaires. You're buying companies, the biggest companies in the world. If you own one share, your job description is investor. You need to keep that in mind. If you own one share of the stock, any stock, Apple, Tesla, that means you're part owner of Tesla or you're part owner of Apple. You are the owner of it by holding that stock, even one of them, even one stock. So these are the patterns for Apple. Then a second pattern formed here. So we've got this symmetrical triangle still playing out, breaking out perfectly out of that triangle. Still heading up though. And then we've got a second pattern that's forming here in Apple. And that's a ascending wedge, and these also break up generally with the direction of the trend, and normally they break out to the base of the wedge. So the targets are 150 for that target. So this is the ascending wedge, the breakout is the base, that's the target. So we have stochastic turning to head up, we have RSI turning to head up from kind of oversold almost, so good values to buy it turning up, RSI turning up, lots of volume for Apple, huge amounts of volume. It did drop off compared to December period, November, where there was massive amounts, but still huge volumes. This is one of the highest volume stocks in the market, Apple. It's one of the highest value traded stock in the stock market. So it's very much traded. So we've got huge volume there on Apple, where we're coming close to this end of this ascending wedge. It broke above it early, but it came back into it, and we had this triangle drawn back here. So what's amazing is we caught these bounces off this wedge because we had this already supports drawn in. So usually it's going to get tighter, and it's going to break out to the base of the wedge, the target being 150. And it's also got a very strong trend line that it's following here. It's making higher highs and lower lows. That's higher lows, so it's climbing still, and it's making higher highs. That's a bullish sign. It hit this perfectly at this trend lines. The way you draw in trend lines is you're trying to touch as many points along the line. So as soon as you have 2 points there and there, then it predicts all future points. So what I mean by that is, for example, to draw this trend line, okay, you learn this all in the course, www.stockguru.us. I'm just going to do the technicals for Apple today. So squeeze mob green, but turning red, stochastic turning from red to head up and become overbought, towards the overbought, RSI turning up, volume coming in. Apple is still holding on this trend line, and it is trying to get to that end, and that explosive movement is going to be around the 23rd of, oh no, it's actually later. The movement will play out on the 24th of February. So we'll move this to, so that's the target, and target is 150 for Apple, which is beautiful. It is really trying to hold on this line right now. It's trying to hold the line. The stochastic is trying to hold up, and RSI trying to come up, but the volume is dropping off. That's the only problem. Volume is dropping. But to me, it looks like stochastic and RSI are turning up. The only thing, two indicators, squeeze mob is starting to go red, stochastic turning to head up, RSI turning to head up, volume dropping off. So it could fall, even though it's looking like it's trying to hold, and it might bounce. It did bounce off there, and it's heading up. So it's still showing that it's heading up, which is beautiful. This is a very strong support line here also. At the $127 mark, it's a very strong support. Actually, a little bit lower. Because why? I'll show you why it's a very strong support. You also learn this in the course. Why it's a very strong support is it's got support on this line at 125, here, 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 here. Many times it's touched the line before and bounced off or held, even going back here, even going back to September. So it's a very strong support line. So to me, it looks like Apple will try to head up. Squeeze mob going to try and go green, stochastic go up, RSI go up, volume's going to come in, and we're going to go to 137, bounce off, possibly come back to 135, bounce off, and then head towards that 148. But I wouldn't play around too much here and trying to catch any movements down. Do not short Apple. Why? Because my main saying that everyone knows, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend, and Apple is massively trending up. Who is your friend? It's the trend, and Apple is massively trending up. It's getting very hot here because the sun and the sunset, so I'm going to move into this room. The trend is your friend, and you don't want to be shorting Apple when it's massively trending up. Really pay attention to that. Do not short it against the trend. Don't go against the trend. Apple is massively trending up. So stochastic RSI heading up. My targets, I would say it's going to hold this. Do I see another pattern forming here? There is a kind of, not really. It's mainly playing in this channel. See this channel that we've drawn? It's like bouncing. It's bouncing between this channel. It looks like it's doing that. Until it breaks, we respect the trend. But it looks like going up. Stochastic heading up, RSI heading up, volume going to come in. First target 137, bouncing off, coming back to 135, bouncing off and going up to 148. That's what I think is going to happen to Apple going into March. On its long overall trajectory to the major pattern, which was this one, which is the symmetrical triangle, which is the base is 159, which is beautiful. Again, I know I'm talking quickly. I know you're learning a lot and you're doing amazing. Don't panic. It just takes time. You've got to do this over and over and you'll learn it. Everyone can do this. Grandmas to young people, you can all learn this. So www.stockguru.us, you're going to learn this and I'm going to teach you how. Now let's zoom in one more time. So this is in the long term going into March. Now we zoom in one more time. We click 3 months and we're going to zoom into Apple and we're going to go to hourly candlesticks. What is going to happen? And boom, straight away to me, okay, I'm going to give you a 5-second test. What is happening next? After what you've learned from me, if you've taken the course, you already know this instantly, but after you've learned from me, what is going to happen to Apple? Okay, ready? We start the countdown. Try to guess. Where do you think it's going? Are my previous predictions, the bigger time scale, going to keep playing out? What do you see from what you've learned? Okay, ready? 5, 4. Okay. Squeeze mob green. Stochastic very oversold, turning to head up. RSI oversold, turning to head up. Good amount of volume. Not as big as here, but still very strong volume. It's still spiking there. Apple is on this very strong support at 134.29. So all indications are it's coming up on Tuesday's trading day to 137.27. And it's going to play out, as I said, it looks like even on this time frame, because stochastic oversold, turning to head up, RSI oversold, turning head up, volume on this support line, 135.39, it's going up to 137.27. Then possibly, I don't think it's going to, why I don't think it's going to bounce off, I don't think it's going to go, I think it's going to just go straight up, because this is very powerfully turning up. Look at them. They're like coiled and like ready to explode up. Do you see that? And we just need a bigger spike up in volume, but still good spikes up in volume. So it's going to come to 137, and I believe it's going to break out. It's going to come to the next target, 140, and next target, 145 is possible. But we will keep monitoring it after the 140, so I'm going to put those targets. The first target is here. How do I get this target? Because that was a previous support. See how there it went above it, and then it held up there, and then it came down? So that 141 is support line. So now when it comes up, it needs to kind of break these support line. These previous supports are now resistant. So it's got to break 137. It's got to break 141.44. So those are the targets for Apple coming into the next few trading days. I would say the next this week. It could break out quicker. It looks like it will hit that by around here, which would be around the 18th of February. It looks like it could be a powerful movement. Stochastic RSI heading up, lots of volume coming up. First target 137.27, next target 141.44. And yes, I am going down to the cents. And a lot of the students, if you watch this channel for a long enough time, you're going to realize that a lot of my prices actually exactly hit to the cents, not just to the dollars, but also to the cents, which is beautiful. And I'm not doing magic, I'm just doing prophecy, but you can also do it too. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, that's the targets for Apple going into Tuesday's trading day, because Monday's presidential day is closed. Beautiful, you learned it, you did well. You learned really well. Tradingview.com to get these charts. The course, www.stockguru.us. Take it in the description. You can click on the link in the pinned comment. Once you click on the course, it's $333. You get lifetime access. I want to teach you how to fish. That's why I'm getting you to take this course, not just watch me and do this. And should we go into, no, I'll just do the technicals for Apple today. I hope you like this video. I hope you learn a lot. Check out my video today also on Neo. I'm going to release a video. I'm going to just go big heavy on technicals today. I want to teach people a lot of technicals. In Neo's video, I also looked at I looked at the news for Neo's video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do fundamentals. So what this is technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is the financials, revenues, the profit margins, the cash flow, the real world news. For Apple, I won't do that because nothing has changed on their fundamentals since I last looked at it. So again, targets are first 137 for Apple. Second target on Tuesday's trading day, 141.44. And then we have to see what happens next. If I had to guess, I would say it would go up to 145, bounce down, and then explode towards the 160. But we have to see as that plays out on the 18th of February. Hit the subscribe button, that little jingly bell and the thumbs up button so you're notified of these daily videos. And let's also check what's happening to Apple over the very long term. Is there going to be a big market correction? Because with Apple, we can actually check that. And no, straight away, I'm kind of seeing no. Do you guys want another test? I know no one likes tests. I don't like tests. But I'm a pretty good teacher at making tests fun, aren't I? I am actually seeing that Apple is going. The stock market is trying to come down, but it's actually going up. So what is the overall trend of Apple, the biggest company in the US stock market, the biggest company since 2017? The trend is your friend. Who's your friend? It's the trend. The biggest company is usually looking at the overall stock market, massively trending up. The trend is your friend. Volume predicts price. What is volume? If you were to sell me Apple shares, I was to buy them from you, that's a trade. Trading is volume. Volume predicts price. So we have massive volume increasing. We have stochastic RSI going up still. We have squeeze mob green and heading up. All indications of a buy. So the overall US stock market, even in the long term, going to 2021, 2022, still looking like an overall buy. Beautiful. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned a lot. I'm glad that I get to talk to a stadium of people every day. If I was to pass on something important to you, what would I pass it on? Relaxation. Everything you want to achieve in life comes from 1, your mind, and 2, from relaxation. So get a massage every day, or go to a spa every day, or be like me and in my house have millions of dollars, and in my house I have a sauna and massage lady. And I'm not trying to gloat, I'm trying to show you that it's very easily possible. Don't limit yourself. Don't think that you can't do any of this. Many of my students have become multimillionaires. I've made many millionaire students, even turning a few $1,000 into, or even $1,000 less, some students, into huge amounts of money. So big congratulations, everyone. I hope you like this video. Hit the subscribe button. Go on this journey with me. Take the course, www.stockguru.us. After you've taken the course, we have a 24/7 live chat room. I'm in that chat room. I also have, it's 147 members in there now. It's growing very quickly actually, which is amazing. 147 members, and we have 16 millionaires that we know of, 6 multi-millionaires, people trading with $30 million portfolios, $6 million portfolios, $1 million portfolios, and investing also. But make sure you take the course first, www.stockguru.us. I want you to have all this knowledge before you join the elite chat room. So this is James from Stock Guru. Have a beautiful, relaxing Monday, presidential holiday, long weekend. I hope you have a beautiful time with your family. Be really present with your family and your loved ones, because you are not guaranteed tomorrow. So I know you're thinking sometimes about a lot of things, but just realize you might die tomorrow. So be really present with your loved ones. Enjoy the time with them. Relax into your body. Don't worry about things too much in the future, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow, but really spend time with your present and in presence, and spend time with them and enjoy your time with them. Everyone around you, enjoy your life. This is James from Stock Guru. Have a beautiful, relaxing day. And even though we're not guaranteed tomorrow, I'll see you again tomorrow.